Today on the web, reactions to the fighting in Iraq between the army and Shiite militia. China answers back to threats of Olympic Games boycotts. And the day's pick of the best. The Iraqi web is looking at the confrontations in Basora, Baghdad and several towns in the south of the country between the Iraqi forces and the Shiite militia led by Muqtada al-Sad. For this blogger, the confrontation stemmed from the planned elections in the provinces. He believes the current government and the Americans feared the Shiite nationalists could have won the elections. Meanwhile, Muqtada al-Sadr's supporters have been actively using the web for their propaganda. This anti-American video defends the Islamic Shiite activists. On her blog, this mother deplores the situation in the country, which has been divided into factions. She refuses to take sides and just wants her country to be one day free of such fighting. Many calls for peace continue to circulate on the net, like this hymn inspired by the words of the Iraqi blogger Salam Pax. France's possible boycott of the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games in Beijing has been met with much hostility in China. The web reflects this anti-French outburst. On the site Sohu.com, one of the most influential Chinese portals, they are calling for a boycott of French products. This blogger claims that the French's stance is stupid and demands for an apology from the authorities. And the position against the treatment from the Western media of the situation in Tibet has become more radical. Death threats to European journalists are circulating on blogs, like these violently explicit photos. And finally, several videos like this one have been put online. Videos of silent demonstrations organized to ask for a more objective look on the situation in Tibet. Now, even headstones are being modernized. In Japan, you can find headstones with integrated two-dimensional barcodes which provide an internet link to the deceased's biography. The Americans have invented an electronic pillar which runs on solar energy and displays photos of the departed and messages from the family. You can also order a digital urn which broadcasts messages left by the person before their death. A pretty air hostess has created a buzz in the sky and on the web. Catherine Lee had already caught the attention of Delta Airlines passengers before catching that of web users. In this video, which has been seen thousands of times, this Angelina Jolie lookalike is simply explaining the safety instructions. The director of the airline has achieved what he set out to do and more. He has found a way to keep passengers interested in the safety instructions on board the aircrafts and on the net.